This Friday, your team plays the first of 5 league games. Your opener against Orestimba here at home. Talk about the transition, from a coaching and from a player standpoint, going from non-league to league play.
Well, everything just matters more now, and every play is going to be that much more intense because there's so much more meaning to every play. You can get away with some mistakes early on in the season with some of the things that happen in the game. You can make them up quickly, or you come out on a loss. It's a preseason game. You learn from it. You try to get better before league happens, and so that's where we're at right now. Now, once we enter league, everything matters that much more. The plays matter that much more. Obviously, now the wins and losses matter. Where you want to be placed in league and where you want to be placed in the playoffs, or to qualify there at all. So it's just a matter of everything meaning that much more, and so you have to go in with that mentality.
All right, so I'd imagine that after last season's success, with the team, that you're going to get the best from every team you play this season, in league play. You guys maybe even have that proverbial bullseye on your back. Talk about approaching each game, knowing that you're going to get the best from every squad you play.
Well, that's a good thing. We want to make sure that every game is going to be a challenging game for us. We want to get the best from everybody. It makes us stronger. We expect that, and so as we go out throughout the week, we don't anticipate any kind of letdowns because thinking that we're just going to go out there and get somebody who's going to roll over for us. That's not going to happen, especially in league. So. The focus for us is to make sure that we're on top of our game because we know we're going to get the best from everybody else in the league. So, but if we don't take care of ourselves on our side, on our offense and defense, special teams, it's not going to matter. We want to make sure that we're minding our P's and Q's and get it all done and make sure we're doing it in an efficient fashion. At the same time, we're taking care of all the little things, all the little tiny things that can make or break a game and thus make or break a season. In terms of league.
With every game, kind of meaning so much, when is it hard to start, for your team to kind of control their emotions as far as maybe looking ahead to, the bigger games towards the end of the schedule?
Well, I mean, it's natural to look at your entire schedule, at the beginning of the year and throughout the season, see where you're at, anticipate what matchups are going to happen where and when. But the focus has to be on the team at hand. It has to be on the team that you're playing that Friday night because it's not going to – you won't see the matchup that you're envisioning 3-4 weeks down the road if you don't take care of the one that you have on Friday. So it's very important that, we keep their focus and we keep our own focus on Friday's opponent, and that's Orestimba this week. So schedules, you have to look at your whole schedule. You have to – there's no way you can't. It's impossible. But to do it the right way, you need to focus on the team that you're attacking that week and get the job done. And as soon as that game ends on Friday, now it's the next Friday. And you keep working, all the way through 1 week at a time. And once one game ends, the next one begins and that type of thing. So, your matchups that you want to see are going to happen if you can get it done, one Friday at a time. So that's just going to be our focus all the way through.
All right, last question. Let's talk about, emotionally, as a head coach going into this first league game, what are some of the feelings you get through, some of the highs and lows of the experiences you're going to go through emotionally this week in preparation for this first league game?
Well, anytime you're preparing for games that matter, like I said, everything means that much more. It's going to get more intense. Every play call is that much more intense. Every time you strategize and put a guy here, put a guy there, any type of wrinkle you may throw on your offense or your defense is going to matter. And so throughout the week, you're hoping that it matters in the right way. It doesn't matter in a way where it's going to hurt you because, like I said, little things can make or break seasons now. So that's the frustrating part, of hopefully, and the nervousness part of what you're doing throughout the week is actually going to pan out on Friday, and hoping that everything that you do in the week adds up and Orestimba comes out and they line up where we anticipate them to line up, and we block the way we should have been blocking all week and that type of thing. So it's an up and down thing. In practice, practice, the kids have their distractions. Kids are going to get banged up, so there's highs and lows with that, and dealing with injuries and dealing with distractions from and like you talked about with schedule, looking ahead and not. We got homecoming next week. we've had homecoming activities and getting ready for homecoming for the last 2 or 3 weeks. So it's not, like, we only work on homecoming stuff during homecoming week. Things happen during homecoming week. They've been doing it all for the last like 2 or 3 weeks. So, that's the distraction part. There's stuff going on outside of just what was going on this Friday, but you got to keep that focus, and we're just trying to make sure that focus stays tight on Orestimba. And we're doing a pretty good job of it. I think the kids are doing a good job of it. They're focused on what they need to do this week and get the job done. So we're excited about that. But if you have a bad practice here and there, that's where the highs and lows go of what, how it can be as a coach throughout the week, to keep that focus. And that's basically what we're trying to do, and we're doing a pretty good job.